everyone for joining. Today we're joined by ACRE Agency. They are a photography and videography company, and they have a ton of cool stuff that they want to show us today. So I'm just going to start by passing the floor right over to them, and they can tell you more about it.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys, for having us. It's a pleasure to join you guys. It's Tech Tuesdays. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Rachel, for getting us on the schedule. With me today, my name is Mike Chambers. I'm an account executive here at ACRE Seattle. With me, I have our founder, Nathan Brown, and then I have our marketing director, Chase. We'll both be presenting, all three of us be presenting you a presentation, kind of the services that we offer and the things that we do here at ACRE Seattle to make your marketing needs a lot easier for you. So.
Yeah, thanks for having us, guys. Appreciate it. And Chase has a presentation, if you can allow screen sharing access for him.
I think I got it. Yeah, let me pull it up real quick.
There we go.
Let's do it. All right.
So before we get into this, just a quick rundown for everyone watching. We are a full service marketing agency with emphasis on real estate, residential mostly. So we do listing photos, videos, Matterport, property websites, everything when it comes to marketing a listing. And then on the social side, we do short form and long form content creation for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Reels, you name it. If you're trying to market yourself or trying to market a listing, we're your go-to. And we offer done for you options or more hands-on collaborative approaches with people that are already seasoned in marketing themselves. So whether you already have an online presence and a brand and you're just trying to add fuel to the fire and you want us to come in and help, or if you're just starting and you don't even have an Instagram, we're here to help. So that's an overview on who we are, what we do.
Yeah, so we believe you're either remarkable or invisible. We like to work with people that are trying to stand out in the marketplace. We know there's a lot of agents out there, especially in Seattle and the Puget Sound, but we want to create content that makes you stand out, so you're not just invisible in the market. But yeah, we really believe in creating content that elevates your brand and makes you stand out from the rest. So
this
for
is
listening, yeah, go ahead.
This is just some of our team. This is not everyone, but those are all the people that are on the ground that do listings. You see, I'm in the middle there next to Brandon, and then we have a few of our other guys. And then there's just some examples of some of our twilight photos, interior shot. So this is like the listing side. This is what we do. We throw up the mansions and the big custom homes in Medina, but you know, we're doing the everyday stuff as well in Everett and Tequila. Like I'm down here in South Center today, so we're doing the everyday shoots, but we can service the high-end stuff as well. So all price points, and we're a premium option. So that's this slide here, and then for more samples, that QR code is scannable, by the way, on mobile. And yeah, that's just a rundown of all of our listing services and our website, acreagency.com. All of our pricing is fully transparent, and we have, because we're able to do all of these in a one trip. So say instead of having to book a photo guy and then a video guy and a drone guy for one of your listings, our shooters are able to do all of those in one trip. So we're able to bundle everything together and give you a wholesale rate without sacrificing quality. And so that's the bulk of our business right there, is delivering unmatched value in the marketplace on the listing front. At this point, do you guys have any questions on the listing side? Christy?
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't unmute myself fast enough there.
No worries, go ahead.
Okay, so my question is, so I pulled up your website yesterday, and then so you're a full service, you do everything in one get-go. So as a listing agent, if like I wanted to stand out and be like a part of my cinematic video, would you allow that to happen? Like,
Absolutely. Yeah,
okay.
absolutely. Yeah, we have an emphasis on incorporating you and your brand with the listing, because ultimately the photos are going to sell the listing. The video is to sell you.
Okay.
Video isn't gonna, it will help sell the house, but as you see one of the examples here, that's one of our reels, and there's 2 listing agents on this one, and we have both of them in there, and they're guiding you around the house. That one didn't have any talking, but if you want to get on, we'll get the microphone on you and we'll go line by line with you, and you'll talk about, hey, welcome to my latest listing in this neighborhood. We're
Yeah.
next to X, Y, and Z. Come inside and take a look, and then have some nice music, couple B-roll shots of the house, and then we'll show you. So we can do that slower HGTV style, or we can do that quick, fast-paced, trendy Instagram style.
Yeah.
Really just depends on the project and you, but absolutely, yeah, we love agents that want to get in front of the camera. And if you're not comfortable with that, that's fine. We'll still market the house to its fullest with just the house itself, but we definitely prefer collaborating.
Oh yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So, okay, you might not be here yet, but I have a question. So for lifestyle videos, say, you know, I'm the expert of like Bonnie Lake, Lake Tap, Sumner, and Enumclaw. I don't have a drone, and all I have is, you know, my phone, and, you know, those videos are okay, but they're not your quality. So if I don't have a listing, could I hire you to shoot like aerial photography or things like, you know, parks or things to do, and then I can put it together as a reel, or you put it together as a reel? Is that something that you
Yeah.
would do? Okay.
Yeah, that's a very valid question, because it doesn't, all of our services don't just pertain to only listings. We can come do some lifestyle headshots. We can go take some photos of a park, or do a spec piece on a neighborhood spotlight. It doesn't have to be listing related necessarily. So yeah, we can go out and do drone photos of something, and then give you the assets, and you can incorporate into your video. Or if you want to send us the footage you have of your phone and stuff like that, we can just have it ran through our editing team and give you the output you're looking for at a pretty competitive rate. So
Oh,
you
okay.
can focus more on doing transactions and less on making the content itself.
Perfect.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And also, we focus a lot on neighborhood spotlights. So if you wanted to become like the mayor of your area and do drone shots, and yeah, we focus heavily on that as well. So yeah, we'd love to do it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, really hyper local, and it's all about carving out your niche, and that's why we're not big on quantity. We're more so just working out, trying to carve out a pocket with a select few in each area. So if we're working with someone that has this little subgenre neighborhood of Seattle just on lock, and we've done so many projects with them, and someone else comes in and is like, hey, we need to do this. Well, there might be a conflict there, and we're not going to give you guys those 2 agents the same marketing, and we're going to keep that in mind. So one thing with big marketing agencies, and this is where we differ, is once you start getting to a certain scale, a lot of the ads and the videos and the branding starts to look somewhat the same. And this is what we strive to avoid. And we treat each project and each agent as a unique individual, and not just another shoot. You're a partner, and we're more than just a vendor. We don't want to just show up and do your photos and have a good day. I mean, we could do that if you want, if that's all you need us for, but we're here to grow with you, and we are trying to build lifelong brands and relationships.
Yeah, that sounds good.
The more big listings we get you guys, the more shoots we have, so we're incentivized.
Definitely.
Exactly. Yeah. And we focus heavily on doing short form content like this. So we got the educational reels, expert reels, we call them. It really just shows your market knowledge, allows people to connect with you, like, you trust you. You know, we can't do business with someone we don't know. So the main thing is getting exposure to the market, gets a lot of engagement, people share it, shows you're an authority figure, and yeah, really increases your brand awareness. Yeah, that's it. I think, do you have any questions on the short form side or lifestyle, anything else?
Yeah, I do have a question on the short form side. So, okay, So if my goal is to put out, just for starters, like a professional short form video, like one a week, then like how would it work on your end? Would we say, hey, let's book, and do the 4 videos all in one sitting, and then you send them to me? Or like how would that make the most sense to do? Because I'm
Yeah,
sure you guys are busy too. So I know
Yeah.
you probably don't want to be like, oh, let's meet up once a week. That's for 90
Yeah,
seconds.
we find that normally with the agent, we don't want to waste their time. So we want to get you guys to get the most amount of content in the least amount of time and be as efficient as possible. So what we'll do is we'll batch shoot. And so we'll do a pre-production call and script out the ideas with you, come up with anything that you want to work with. And then we'll go batch shoot at a listing or at your office, whatever's most convenient. And then, yeah, we can get anywhere from 10, 20, 30 reels within, 2 to 4 hours of shooting.
Okay.
And just to clarify for those that are going to be watching at home, just any of the technical jargon, what he means by a pre-production call is before we do a shoot, we'll sit down on a call like this and have a one-on-one, and we have a general outline for hundreds of video topics, and then we'll carve it down and tailor it just towards you, and we'll come up with a overview, a script, if you will, and we'll have an idea of each video we're going to film, and then a few days later, or it could be the next day, we will set up an hour or two to actually capture the content, and we'll film them, and we'll film about 20 to 30 reels in one setting, and you will bring a different outfit changes, so your whole feed doesn't look like the same exact thing, and we'll switch up
smart.
the set. We'll switch up the set a little bit too. We'll change the lighting, and we'll also do different editing styles, different fonts. So it's not the same thing. And this comes back full circle to, we're not trying to just have the same cookie cutter result. Like, we're not just trying to pump out volume, and we're trying to really actually make an impact and make you stand out. So, and then at the same time, we don't want to meet up every single week so you're posting. We'll do also. Some of our busier agents where it's a every 60 days type thing, but usually it's every 30 days is a good target to hit for capturing content.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just to break down some of the aspects after we're done shooting is, we'll edit the videos for you, caption them out, make them look nice for you, any revisions you might have, and then we'll send it to you to upload. Nice and easy.
And we're not talking the regular just subtitles. It'll be on-screen text that goes along with it, and there'll be slight, subtle, tasteful sound effects like as you're talking. So it's really engaging, because on Instagram and TikTok, people are scrolling very quickly. So it's all about standing out. And then we develop the hooks with you, and we make sure we have a good hook. And then we also want to make sure there's some meat on the bone on the actual piece of content. And it's not just filler. Like, we want to actually either provide value to your audience or entertain them, one or the other. And sometimes a little bit of both, ideally.
So I actually have a question, if I could jump in real quick.
Of course.
So because you guys have been talking about branding so much, and because, there's just so much to do, like, I guess when you're branding someone, you want it to keep it consistent, right? So I guess my question is, if one of our agents works with a specific photographer or videographer, is that the person they will continue working with for months down the line, or will it switch up?
That's a really good question. I'm actually glad you brought that up, because we're unique in this space, because all of our photographers and videographers and project managers, these are all full-time employees. We're not hiring independent contractors that we're going to send out to do a one-time shoot, and then we're just going to handle the editing and then take a cut. That's not our business model. We actually staff all of these shooters full-time, and we've had some of the same people for years and plan to for years to come, because we have a great work environment and we're producing cool stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, we love our job, we love what we do, and our clients, and we're making cool content. We want to have that personable relationship. So we're all about having that one-on-one. If you vibe with one of our shooters and you want to request them, we're all for it. We don't want to impede that. And definitely keep the same look. And same thing with the editing side. If we like a specific type of edit, we'll kind of tailor it more towards that. So yeah, it's the same people over the years you'll get. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That was a great question. But yeah, that's in a nutshell, that's us. If anyone has any questions, that number, that 425-389-6577 number, you can text that, call that. You can just send a text if you have a random question, and we'll just reply. So,
Okay.
or email if you prefer that. But I find most people like to text. So we're always there. Chase monitors that number. I monitor that number. Mike monitors it. So we're there. You'll get a quick response. If you have an upcoming listing and you already have photos booked on it, that's fine. If you want to make a quick Instagram reel, hit us up. We'll do something fun for you. And then if you have listings down the line, you need help with marketing it. We also have strategic partnerships in place with a staging company that does most of the Puget Sound area. So, and that's another topic. But we're all about helping you. So whatever stage you're in, whether you're doing the big multi-million, we're well versed in that, or if you're just starting out and you want to take it to the next level, then you gotta be working with us.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
You guys have partnerships with stagers?
Yes, yeah, Upstaging Seattle. We do have a deal right now this spring. If you book us for photos and then them for staging, we're including a free drone or a free Matterport add-on, your choice.
Wow.
And then they are including 10 extra days of furniture rental. So it's pretty good, and their work is awesome. I use them personally for all my homes. I used to do a lot of flips, value add flips, and investing, but I'm more focused on marketing and this. But for all my personal properties, I use them, so I can attest to them and stand by them. They do really great.
Cool.
They're like a modern, but with a touch of mid-century, with emphasis on being neutral. They're not trying to sway too far in one direction. And sometimes you want that if you're doing like the really picky West Seattle and you need a specific look. Sometimes you want that, but they're good for day in and day out. Very neutral colors, warm, bright. They're good.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you want to learn more about that, just text the number or DM me or them on Instagram, and
Cool.
we can share more. And they also help with partial stages. So if you have an occupied listing and you don't want to, you can't obviously stage it, they have designers that'll come in and use the furniture you have and then spruce it up, because they have a warehouse with all of their furniture they own outright. So the rental fees aren't quite as high as other comparables that'll do that service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then also, if you don't want to do staging, we do virtual staging and virtual cleaning as well.
Virtual cleaning? Oh,
yeah.
Like
Let me, while I'm on, I'll share my screen real quick because I actually have a really good example. Or maybe you do it, Chase.
Pretty crazy.
I'm on the hotspot right now. Sorry, I'm kind of on the go today.
Oh, it's okay.
One of our guys
yesterday, that was amazing. It's
Yeah.
like they get rid of everything, the wires, little things in the corner, any dirt spots.
Oh.
It's pretty amazing.
Go to Chase. Can we just show them? Go to acreagency.com/virtual staging or virtual cleaning, and show them the slider. And then, but yeah, that's why I'm in the car right now. It's actually had to step in. One of our guys' cars had some issues, so I'm here. I'm on the ground, so I'm helping.
Well, we appreciate the presentation for sure. Your website's amazing. I'm blown away. So
thank you. Yeah, we're trying to be the best, and we're looking for like-minded individuals that want to make the investment into their brand and their listings. And we're not pie in the sky, the most expensive, like crazy architectural prices. We're not charging those firm prices, but we're not like the most affordable HGR. We're somewhere in the middle. So
yeah,
we're really got emphasis on quality.
How much does it cost to do the like agent reels, or like the I forget what you called them, not lifestyle, but
for reels?
Yeah, like if you were gonna sit down and you said hammer out like 20 or something at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We typically do packages, so it's custom to how many you want, but we can dive in. But yeah, it's not too crazy. It's say like $200 a reel. Come in, crank them out. If we do 10, it's about 2,000.
Okay. Thank you.
That includes scripting, shooting, editing, and any revisions you have as well.
Exactly.
And we'll give you pointers on when posting also.
Okay.
For the listing side, photo shoots start at 300 for listing photos.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, can I share just?
There you go.
Wow. So is that virtually staged?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get it. So if someone were to come tour the house, they're going to see that left one, but you're presenting it as the right one. Got it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or even if you're in the process of moving out, when we take the photos, we can make it look like it's going to look, or make it look empty, or stage it virtually.
Yeah.
Before putting it on the
It's
market.
best to disclose it. We're not trying to misrepresent anyway. And a lot of the time when we do these, we recommend having the originals at the end of the listing.
Yeah.
But sometimes, people are flying through, they're looking at the first 5 pics and they're bouncing. So
Yeah.
you can engage them and be like, oh, this place could actually be really nice if we give it a little bit of love. But sometimes it's hard to see that through a bunch of hoarders crap, So,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh.
so you know how it is. And
yeah.
so we want to be able to help each scenario. So we offer that.
Awesome.
And then so like virtual staging is $30 an image.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you guys also offer like image enhancement? I know like some photography companies will do like when they're doing listing photos, they can make like the grass greener, make it look a little bit fuller than it is currently.
Yeah. Great question. Think about us as the best version of that ever on steroids. We replace, even if it's an interior photo and there's a small patch of window and you can see the sky a little bit, instead of it being a white sky like in Seattle, we'll replace that sky with a blue sky on every single photo, no matter what, not just outside photos. And we also remove glares from TVs or replace them with like a nice subtle art or a gradient. And then we add fire to fireplaces. If we see a burnt out light bulb, our editors know to just replace it and have it look on. So you don't even have to ask. If we see a wire that looks just not that good, even if this isn't a virtual cleaning, this is a regular shoot, we're gonna shop that out right away. You don't have to ask. We don't charge for revisions. We don't charge for green grass replacement. All that's included in our base rate. And there's no sales tax since we're a service-based deal. So our price is what you see is what you pay. There's no extra hidden fees. No revision cycles. And if we do a shoot on 6 p.m. Monday, you're going to get your photos 8 a.m. Tuesday. We're that quick. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was a good question. You guys are good at engaging because there's a lot of things. There's so many aspects of this business, and we don't want to have like a crazy long-winded presentation. So it's good to get the questions and then go into all these little subcategories. I like it. Yeah.
Right. Unless anybody has, you got one, Christy?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, do you guys work on the weekends?
Yeah, that number is gonna be responded to 7 days a week, most hours of the day. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
We get it. Real estate's quick. You're gonna have a seller you hear from Sunday night, and they're like, "Hey, we got to get this on," and you can text me, or Chase or Brennan. One of our partners. You could text us at Sunday night. You'll probably get a response, and we'll get you on the books for Monday. So we're all about speed. We have the availability. We're hustlers, and we're getting good work done. So we're not going to be like, oh, we require a week notice, and we can't call on Saturday. No, we're trying to get our hands dirty. We're all about it. We're a tech startup, and we've stabilized this past year. We've brought on a lot of new staff. We're able to take on more workload. So we're here.
Sweet.
Yeah. And we get it. Stuff happens. Say you got to push back a day. We're not going to charge you for canceling or rescheduling. We're fair. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So you know how you said you don't like to compete. Well, it would be unfair to put out competing videos with other big real estate agents like in a certain area. So can you just tell me if there's someone big in Bonnie Lake you're currently working with?
I do a lot of work we do a lot of work for Chris Dalto. I know he does a lot in Bonnie
okay.
Lake.
Yeah.
We've been doing all of Chris Dalto's for a few years, but he doesn't do any reels, like social. He doesn't do any lifestyle with us. We just do his listings. So if you wanted to start on YouTube and stuff, and he's just merged with Jason Mesnick, and they formed MDG, and they're doing a lot in Seattle and West Side. So as far as the Bonnie Lake niche, as far as I'm concerned, that's probably the biggest fish we are working with down. So if you're trying to really hit home on
squeeze in there, yeah.
Well,
sounds like there's room.
There's so much work.
So.
There's so much to go around, and yeah, the whole area is getting developed like crazy, like Tehela and Bonnie Lake, Maple Valley.
Yeah, I live in Tehele, and there's a lot of really big agents out here, so that's why I was curious.
Yeah, and the Coba communities, that's Maple Valley, I think. But I did a few in Tehele recently for Dalto, but the ones for Sean and Scott Bautista, we did those as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we're working we work with the best, but we don't do their lifestyle. So the door is open. We're looking to take on some people that want to.
Sunbeams are coming down.
Yeah, they just hire us for their listings. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. And then to give more context on the lifestyle side, I know you're curious about like an expert talking head reel. That's like a one-off price, like because we do retainers as well, so it could be less than 200 per video. That's just like a shot from the hip. What it is changes with volume and with investment and term and everything. So if you sign, like if you wanted to invest for like 12 months, for example, it could be dramatically less. But that's just like if you call this, hey, I want to make 20 reels next week, let's do it. Okay, cool. Let's go $2,000. You're going to get 20 reels. You're going to have content for the next month. And hey, if you generate a few leads out of that and close one, you're going to
pay for the investment. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Okay, cool.
But it's a long-term thing. It doesn't happen that quick. It's a lot of work. But once the leads start coming, they start coming. But it doesn't happen the first month. Like people expect, hey, I'm going to make reels for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and I'm going to get some people from out of state DMing me. Sadly, that's not the reality, and we're realistic, and we're going to make sure the expectations are aligned.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to put our best foot forward for you and give you the best odds.
That's all we need.
Exactly.
The good news is Christy is our little social media queen over here. So she's got like a pretty good following, a pretty good brand right now. So I'm sure just like, just getting like just some expert like help, I think would be super beneficial to you.
Yeah, because I don't do like the talking, like the videos like you're talking about. And I really want to, like, that's my goal, right? Right now it's just like the funny, or I don't know, just other ones that are not the serious.
There's two sides to that coin. In my opinion, from what I've seen, if I was going to go work with someone in any industry, not just real estate, if I want to hire someone to do any service, I will find who I follow on Instagram that is talking about it, that looks like an authority in the space, and I would probably reach out to them. Someone that's like explaining, hey, avoid these 3 things. Hey, I did this and that, and I'm getting good value from them. I probably wouldn't go to the person that's like doing the funny and like pointing out bubbles and stuff, but some people will. There are some people that do that. I think, in my opinion, the majority is probably in the first rather than the latter, that they want to work with experts. But I don't want to write those off completely. There is a time and place for the funny, trendy stuff, like the audios, the dancing, the bubbles, and pointing to text. Like, I get it. I mean, it's not what I do because it's not me, and I just want to make content that's genuine to me. But if that's their brand, if they're really about that, some people connect to that.
Yeah, I think that it is more and more important to show your face and have those serious, like, 60-second, here's 1, 2, 3 things. And so that's kind of like what I'm wanting to do now, is move into that space and, provide the value from that standpoint, having different types of content that I'm providing, is important, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because imagine a real estate agent's Instagram where the top 9 is just all talking head, or the top 9 is all bubbles.
Right.
And then imagine if there's like 2 talking head, 1 funny one bubble one really cool listing reel, 1 nice listing photo post, a picture of you and your dog, you and like having a well-rounded profile, and that's relatable and genuine, and not all top of the top polish, but a little bit genuine, a little bit. So a mix of both, I find, does the best with our top producers.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, so we can connect more after this on like helping you with the expert reels on that side, and Chase will help you with that for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, excited to get started.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us today. This was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kim,
Thank you. Yeah,
Kim,
we're
thank you so much for setting it up. Rachel, thank you so much for being the point and kind of booking us yesterday on it. We really appreciate it. We're glad to get in front of you guys.
And just for all of your agents on your team and anyone watching, if we're all about taking action and providing value. So any listing shoots that you guys book, let's see, it's the last day of February. Anything you book in March, we'll throw in a reel for you. So a vertical Instagram reel that would be good for TikTok or Instagram. So if we're doing a photo shoot, we'll include a quick walkthrough of the house, like a reel. So that's just a little bonus for you guys, something that you can give to people. Yeah.
And I'll make sure to provide all your guys' names and your contact phone number, and then I will make sure to share that with our agents, and I'll be posting this on our YouTube channel a little bit later today.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This was really super helpful, and I'm excited to see where our agents take this.
Awesome, guys. All right. Well, have a good rest of the week, and
You too.
we'll talk.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.